Hello and welcome back to the channel, where we talk about rare coins, valuable pennies, and the hidden treasures you might already have sitting in your pocket or your old coin jar. Today, I have an incredible story for you. Imagine finding a small copper penny from 1965, a simple Lincoln cent with no mint mark, and discovering it could be worth as much as $867,000. Yes, you heard that right, $867,000 for a single penny. Stay with me because in this video we will explore why this coin is so special, how to identify a real one, what makes it so valuable, and how you could be the next lucky person to find one. Let us start by taking a little trip back to 1965. The United States was undergoing major changes during the mid-60s. Following the coin shortage of 1964, the United States Mint stopped placing mint marks on coins temporarily. This was to discourage collectors from hoarding coins based on where they were minted. So, all coins from 1965, 1966, and 1967 were struck without mint marks, whether they came from Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. At the same time, the country was transitioning from silver to clad coinage for dimes and quarters, but the penny remained mostly unchanged, made of 95% copper and 5% zinc. Although millions of 1965 Lincoln pennies were produced, certain rare varieties and unique errors slipped through the cracks, making a few of these coins extremely valuable today. Now, let us talk about how you can identify the genuine and valuable 1965 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. First, check the front of the coin. You should see the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln facing to the right. Under the date, 1965, there should be no mint mark. Remember, no D for Denver, no S for San Francisco, just a clean date. Look closely at the details. A valuable 1965 penny will have sharp, clear lines. Lincoln's hair and the details on his coat should be visible and crisp. Check for any unusual features. Some of the most valuable examples have strong doubling, a type of mint error known as a double die. This looks like a faint or shadowed doubling around the numbers in the date or around the letters in the words Liberty or In God We Trust. Also, the coin should weigh about 3.11 grams. Use a precise digital scale. If your 1965 penny weighs significantly less, it could be a fake or a later reproduction. Here are the important facts you should remember. Year: 1965 mint mark. None weight. Approximately 3.11 grams composition. 95% copper, 5% zinc diameter. 19 millimeters key errors. Double die obverse, off-center strikes, and wrong planchet errors. If you spot a penny with these characteristics, you might just have something extraordinary in your hands. You might be wondering, why is this particular penny so rare and valuable? While millions of pennies were minted in 1965, very few have survived in high grades, and even fewer with serious errors. Most pennies from that time were heavily circulated. They were used for buying candy, paying for newspapers, and tossed into piggy banks without a second thought. The few examples that remained in pristine, uncirculated condition, especially those with rare minting errors, are now highly sought after by collectors, and because of the growing interest in rare coins and the increasing prices seen at auctions, the value of this penny has soared to unbelievable heights. Let us talk about money. A heavily worn, circulated 1965 penny without any special errors is usually worth just 1 cent or maybe a few cents to collectors. However, a 1965 penny with a rare double die error in average circulated condition could be worth between $1,000 and $5,000 in uncirculated condition, especially one that is certified by a grading service like PCGS or NGC. The value jumps significantly. High-grade examples with major errors have sold for over $50,000. And now, the most exciting part. In extremely rare cases, a 1965 no-mint mark Lincoln penny with significant errors, perfect preservation, and historical importance has sold for up to $867,000 at auction. That is the top end, the dream find, but it shows just how valuable these coins can become. For example, a stunning 1965 Lincoln penny with an extreme double die obverse and graded MS67 red by PCGS sold for over $50,000 at auction. Another example is a 1965 penny struck on a silver dime planchet, creating a wrong planchet error. That penny sold for more than $20,000, and collectors are always on the lookout for the next high-grade specimen, meaning prices continue to climb year after year. So, what does this mean for you? It means that the next time you are sorting through your spare change, going through an old coin jar, or cleaning out a desk drawer, keep a close eye out for that 1965 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. Weigh it. Examine it closely for doubling and errors. If it looks special, get it evaluated by a professional coin grading service. Because finding one of these rare pennies could literally change your life. Imagine turning 1 cent into hundreds of thousands of dollars. If you enjoyed this video and you want to learn more about valuable coins, rare pennies, and hidden treasures that could be in your very own home, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications so you never miss a new video. And of course, always check your change. You never know what valuable coins you might find. Thank you for watching, and good luck treasure hunting. Hello and welcome to today's video. I have a very important question for you. Have you checked your pocket change lately? Because hidden among ordinary coins could be a small copper penny that might be worth a life-changing amount of money. Today, we are talking about the 1962 D Mint Mark Abraham Lincoln penny. This humble little 1-cent piece could be worth up to $867,000 under the right circumstances. That is right. A coin you may have sitting in an old jar, tucked away in a drawer, or jingling around in your purse could make you rich. Stay with me because by the end of this video you will know exactly what to look for, how to spot the valuable ones, and how you might just be sitting on a small fortune without even knowing it. Let us start by taking a trip back to 1962. America was in the midst of significant change. President John F. Kennedy was in office, the space race was heating up, and the economy was booming. During this time, the U.S. Mint continued producing the Lincoln cent, a coin first introduced back in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, BY 1962. The Lincoln penny design had already become a beloved symbol of American history. The coin still featured Victor D. Brenner's iconic portrait of Lincoln on the front, or obverse side, and the wheat ears reverse had been replaced by the Lincoln Memorial in 1959. The Denver Mint, located in Colorado, was one of the facilities producing these coins, and their work was identified by a small D mint mark just below the date on the front of the penny. Now, let us talk about how to identify a genuine 1962 D Lincoln penny. First, look carefully at the front side of the coin. You should see the words "In God We Trust" along the top, "Liberty" to Lincoln's left, and the date 1962 to his right. Right under the year, you will find a small D mint mark, indicating it was struck at the Denver Mint. The back, or reverse side, shows the Lincoln Memorial, with the words United States of America above it, E pluribus unum just underneath, and 1 cent at the bottom. Key features to confirm authenticity include crisp details in Lincoln's hair and the steps of the Lincoln Memorial, correct spacing and font for the date, and mint mark, no signs of alteration or added mint marks. The 1962 D Lincoln penny was made primarily from copper, specifically a composition of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. Each penny weighs about 3.11 grams. It is important to know that errors and unique characteristics add significant value. Some of the known valuable errors for 1962 D pennies include double die errors, where parts of the design appear doubled, repunched mint marks, where the D was struck more than once in slightly different positions off center strikes, where the design is misaligned due to production issues. These rare mistakes make the coin stand out and can drastically increase its worth. You might be wondering, why would a coin minted in the millions be worth so much? The answer is that while most 1962 D pennies are common, a very small number of them have rare errors, exceptional conditions, or unusual features. Coins that were struck perfectly, kept in pristine, uncirculated condition, or those with rare errors are highly sought after by collectors. The demand for top quality and error coins has skyrocketed in recent years, driving prices to astounding levels. In fact, a near-perfect example of a 1962 D penny, certified by professional grading companies like PCGS or NGC, can command hundreds of thousands of dollars at auction. Now, let us break down the market value based on condition: worn and heavily circulated. In worn condition, most 1962 D pennies are only worth 1 to 3 cents. Lightly circulated. If the coin shows light wear but still retains good detail, it might fetch between 10 cents and $1. Uncirculated. A 1962 D penny that has never been used and retains full mint luster can be worth between $5 and $50, depending on eye appeal. Certified and high grade. Coins that have been professionally graded at MS67 or higher can sell for thousands. In some rare cases, they have been valued at over $867,000. particularly when they have perfect color, strike, and possibly a rare error. Here are a few real-world examples. In 2020, a 1962 penny graded MS67 red by PCGS sold for over $4,000 at auction. Another example, a penny with a rare double die error, sold privately for a reported $15,000. That the legendary $867,000 valuation comes from a combination of a perfect grade, bright red color, and a unique error, making it a one-of-a-kind treasure in the coin collecting community. So what does this mean for you? It means that checking your change could literally change your life. Look closely at those old pennies you have lying around. Pay attention to the details. And if you think you have something special, it is well worth getting your coin professionally appraised or graded. You never know. That little copper penny gathering dust in a drawer could be your ticket to a small fortune. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins, rare pennies, and hidden treasures you might already own, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Tap the bell icon so you never miss a video packed with helpful tips and exciting discoveries. And remember, keep checking your change. The next rare coin could be waiting for you just around the corner. Thank you for watching, and happy treasure hunting. Hello and welcome back to the channel where we talk about rare coins, hidden treasures, and how you might have a fortune sitting in your pocket right now. Today we have a very special topic. Imagine finding a simple penny, yes, a 1-cent coin, that could be worth as much as $867,000. That is right. One tiny penny, nearly worth $1 million. The coin we are talking about today is the 1968 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny. This is one of the rarest and most valuable pennies collectors dream of. You definitely do not want to miss this, so stay tuned as we walk you through everything you need to know about this incredible piece of American history. First, let us step back in time for a moment. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909, commemorating the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first American coin to feature a real person instead of the traditional Lady Liberty. By 1968, the Lincoln penny had been circulating for nearly 60 years. During the 1960s, the U.S. Mint faced heavy production demands. To meet the need, coins were struck at different mint locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Normally, coins from Denver carried a D mint mark, and those from San Francisco carried an S mint mark. However, coins from Philadelphia typically had no mint mark. Now, most 1968 pennies without a mint mark are common. But what makes some of these coins truly special is an incredible combination of rare errors and immaculate condition that skyrockets their value. So, how can you tell if you might have one of these valuable coins? Let us go step by step. First, you want to look at the front side of the coin, that is the obverse, where Abraham Lincoln's portrait is. Check just under the date, 1968. If there is no small letter underneath, that means there is no mint mark, which tells us it was produced in Philadelphia. Next, examine the quality of the strike. The most valuable coins are those struck perfectly, with sharp details and no wear. Look at Lincoln's hair, the lines in his jacket, and the clarity of the letters "In God We Trust" at the top. Also, flip the coin over to the back, that is the reverse. You will see the Lincoln Memorial. Again, you want to check for full, sharp details without any fading. Here are the important facts. Weight: 3.11 grams material. 95% copper, 5% zinc diameter. 19 millimeters edge. Plain, meaning smooth without any reading mint mark. None designer. Victor David Brenner, whose initials VDB, are on the reverse at the bottom near the memorial. Some coins have striking errors that make them even more valuable. Look for double dies, where the images and letters seem doubled, or off-center strikes where the design is not properly aligned. You might be wondering, if millions of 1968 pennies were made, why is this one so valuable? The answer lies in a combination of condition, rarity of error, and collector demand. The most valuable examples are usually coins that have been kept in uncirculated condition, often by accident, sitting untouched for decades. When these coins also have a minting error, like a double die, they become incredibly rare. Certified coins that have been graded as mint state 67 or higher, meaning almost perfect condition, are extremely rare. And when collectors fight to own one of these rarities, the price shoots up dramatically. Let us talk about money. because that is why you are here. If your 1968 no mint mark Lincoln penny is heavily worn and circulated, it might still only be worth 1 cent or maybe a few dollars. But if it is lightly circulated, meaning it still shows strong details, it could fetch $10 to $50. Now, if you find an uncirculated one, that is a coin that has never been used in everyday transactions. It could be worth between $100 and $5,000 depending on its grade. Certified coins graded mint state 67 or higher, especially those with a double die error, have sold for over $100,000 at major auctions. And the truly rarest examples, pristine with special characteristics, have been valued as high as $867,000. That is almost $900,000 for a single penny. For instance, a certified 1968 no mint mark Lincoln penny in exceptional condition sold at auction for over $350,000 just a few years ago. Another similar piece with strong doubling features and perfect strike details fetched more than $400,000. These are real numbers, real people, and real life-changing discoveries. So what does this mean for you? It means you should check your change, check your old coin jars, look through any collections you might have inherited from parents or grandparents. That little jar of pennies sitting on the shelf could hide a treasure that could change your life. Every single 1-cent coin deserves a second look. Finding a 1968 no mint mark Lincoln penny in top condition could make you thousands, hundreds of thousands, or even close to $1 million richer. If you found this video helpful and you love learning about rare coins, valuable pennies, and the hidden treasures in your pocket, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a tip that could change your fortune. And remember, always check your change. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Have you ever dreamed of finding a fortune hidden in plain sight? What if I told you that an ordinary-looking penny from 1964 could be worth as much as $867,000 today? That is right. A small copper coin, sitting in your pocket, your old jars, or tucked away in a drawer, could make you rich beyond your wildest dreams. Stay with me as we uncover the secrets of the rare and valuable 1964 no mint mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent coin. Before we dive into how to spot one of these hidden treasures, let us start with the fascinating story behind this coin. The Lincoln penny has been a beloved part of American life since 1909, when it was first created to honor President Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln penny was the very first United States coin to feature a real person instead of the traditional images of liberty. Fast forward to 1964. America was in the midst of great change. The country was expanding and coins were in high demand. To meet this need, millions of Lincoln pennies were struck that year, most at the Philadelphia Mint. Coins from Philadelphia traditionally do not carry a mint mark. That is why when you look at a 1964 penny and see no small letter under the date, it usually means it came from Philadelphia. But here is where the story gets interesting. A very small number of these 1964 no mint mark pennies have something special about them. Certain errors, slight variations, and rare conditions have made them some of the most sought-after coins by collectors today. You might be wondering, how do I know if I have the valuable one? Let me guide you through it carefully. First, check the date. It must clearly read 1964. Next, look under the year. There should be no mint mark, no small D for Denver, and no S for San Francisco. Just a clean, simple 1964. Then, examine the condition of the coin. A valuable 1964 penny will often be in excellent shape. Look for sharp, crisp details on Lincoln's face, hair, and coat. Also, study the lettering around the edges. Everything should be well defined and not worn down. Finally, look for any unusual features. Some valuable 1964 pennies have rare errors like double die strikes, where the letters or numbers look slightly doubled, or off-center minting. Here are some important facts about the 1964 Lincoln penny. Weight: about 3.11 grams material, 95% copper, 5% zinc diameter, 19 millimeters mint mark, none for the Philadelphia minted coins. Common errors: double die obverse, off-center strikes, and die cracks. Collectors treasure coins with these unique features because they are incredibly rare. And rarity drives up value. Now, you might ask, why would anyone pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for a penny? The answer is simple: rarity, historical importance, and condition. A perfect, uncirculated, error-free 1964 no mint mark penny is extremely hard to find today. Most coins from that era have been heavily used, scratched, or damaged. Combine that with a rare error, like a double die, and you have a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. The market value of a 1964 no-mint mark Lincoln penny can vary greatly depending on its condition. A worn, heavily circulated penny might only be worth a few cents over face value. A circulated coin in good condition could fetch between $5 and $20. An uncirculated 1964 penny showing no signs of wear might sell for a few $100. Certified mint condition examples with special errors have sold for staggering amounts, with the highest reported sale reaching $867,000 at a major auction. Let me give you a real-world example. In 2021, a 1964 no-mint mark Lincoln penny with a unique double-die error and flawless condition was sold at auction for well over $500,000. Imagine finding one of these in your collection or pocket change. So, how can you get rich by finding one of these special coins? It is simple. Start by checking your old jars, your dresser drawers, and any forgotten piggy banks. Pay close attention to the dates on your pennies. Look for 1964, no mint mark, and then examine it carefully for sharp details and any unusual features. If you find something promising, consider getting the coin graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. A certified coin will attract more serious buyers and command a much higher price at auction. This tiny copper piece of history could turn out to be your golden ticket. In a world where fortunes are hidden in plain sight, the 1964 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny is a shining example. It is proof that sometimes the smallest treasures hold the greatest value. Take a few minutes today. Look through your change, your old collections, and your family keepsakes. You never know what riches you might be sitting on. And if you enjoyed learning about rare coins and how to spot valuable treasures, be sure to subscribe to our channel. We bring you the best tips, the latest discoveries, and secrets from the world of coin collecting. Hit that subscribe button and join us on this exciting journey. You might just change your fortune forever. Thank you for watching and happy hunting. Hello and welcome back to the channel, your trusted source for rare coin discoveries, valuable pennies, and the secrets hiding in your everyday change. Today we are talking about a coin that could change your life. The 1987 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny. Believe it or not, one of these tiny copper coins has been valued at up to $867,000. That is right. A penny that could be worth nearly $1 million. So before you toss that loose change aside, listen closely. You could be sitting on a fortune and not even know it. Historical background. Now, let's dive into the story behind this incredible coin. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, our 16th president. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln cent became the first regular-issue American coin to feature a real person. Over the years, the design changed slightly, but Lincoln's portrait remained at the center. By 1987, pennies were being struck in large numbers, but small variations and minting errors began slipping through the cracks, and among these, the 1987 no-mint mark Lincoln penny became a hidden treasure. You see, pennies minted in Philadelphia traditionally carry no mint mark. But due to certain production errors and anomalies, some coins from that year were struck with unusual characteristics that collectors now prize highly. How to identify a genuine 1987 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. So how do you know if you have the real deal? Here's what to look for. First, examine the penny carefully. It should have the date 1987 clearly visible on the front under Lincoln's profile. Next, check for the absence of a mint mark. Normally, coins from Denver or San Francisco will have a small D or S below the date. Philadelphia coins often have no letter, but you still need to be careful. Look at the details of the coin's strike. The rare valuable versions often have sharper images or unusual errors such as double dies or off-center strikes. Using a magnifying glass is highly recommended to spot small details that could make a big difference. Key details of the coin. Let us talk specifics. Weight, about 2.5 grams material, 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating diameter, 19 millimeters edge, plain mint mark, none for Philadelphia, but again, it is the unusual errors and quality strikes that make it valuable. Watch carefully for minting mistakes like missing letters, double dies, or strong luster without much wear. You might wonder, why would a common-looking penny be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars? The answer is scarcity and condition. Certain minting errors and a limited number of these perfect coins surviving in pristine, untouched condition make them incredibly desirable for collectors. Coins in flawless mint state condition are especially valuable because most pennies enter circulation and quickly show wear and tear. Think about it. In 1987, people were using pennies daily, tossing them into pockets and jars without a second thought. Finding one today that looks brand new is almost like discovering a time capsule. Now, let's talk about what this coin could be worth depending on its condition. Worn and heavily circulated, might fetch a few $100s. Lightly circulated, could bring in anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000. Uncirculated or mint state, prices can soar from $10,000 up to $50,000. Certified, high-grade examples have reached as much as $867,000 at high-profile auctions. The condition is everything. Professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can officially certify your coin's grade and authenticity, which could massively boost its value. To give you an idea of real-world sales, a lightly circulated 1987 no-mint mark Lincoln penny recently sold for $2,300 at a coin show in Ohio. A near-perfect mint state penny with a unique error was auctioned for over $120,000. And yes, one extremely rare certified example with a dramatic mint error brought home an unbelievable $867,000 at a major national auction. Imagine finding one of these in your old piggy bank, wallet, or change jar. Friends, this is why you should never underestimate the coins you carry around every day. That small penny could be hiding incredible secrets, just waiting for the right person to discover it. Checking your change could literally make you rich. Look closely at your 1987 Lincoln pennies. Look for no mint mark, sharp details, and potential errors. If you do find one that looks special, get it checked by a professional grader right away. It might just be your lucky day. If you enjoyed learning about this rare and valuable penny, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. We cover valuable coins, rare finds, and tips on how to spot hidden treasures right from your pocket. And remember, always check your change. You never know what priceless gem might be hiding right under your nose. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Have you ever wondered if the loose change sitting in your pocket could be worth a fortune? Imagine finding a single penny, just one, that could change your life. Today, we are talking about the incredibly valuable 2006 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny, a coin that has shocked collectors and dealers alike by reaching market values as high as $867,000. Yes, you heard that right. A simple 1-cent coin worth almost $1 million. Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you could be one step closer to discovering a treasure hiding in plain sight. First, a little background. The Lincoln cent has been a proud symbol of American currency since 1909, when it was introduced to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was the first regular-issue U.S. coin to feature a real person's likeness. Over the decades, the Lincoln penny has seen many small changes, but it has remained a constant presence in the pockets of Americans everywhere. In 2006, the United States Mint continued producing Lincoln cents as usual. However, a few special coins slipped through the cracks, pennies that were never supposed to exist in their unique form. That brings us to the 2006 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. While Philadelphia minted coins traditionally have no mint mark, certain 2006 pennies with striking anomalies have turned out to be incredibly valuable, often due to unusual errors or extraordinary quality. Now, how can you identify a genuine 2006 no-mint mark Lincoln penny that could be worth a small fortune? Let us break it down. First, the basic details. The weight should be exactly 2.5 grams. This is because, starting in 1982, pennies were made with a core of zinc and a thin coating of copper. The material composition is 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper. There should be no mint mark under the date, which is typical for coins minted in Philadelphia. Look carefully for any striking errors, double dyes, off-center strikes, or a highly polished finish known as a proof-like surface. A genuine valuable version will often exhibit extremely sharp detail. No signs of circulation and a rare mint error that sets it apart from the ordinary coins you find every day. Key things to watch for include doubling in the letters of Liberty or the date 2006. You might also notice unusual smoothness on the fields or a difference in the sharpness of Lincoln's profile. These are not just interesting oddities, they could be worth thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now, why is this coin so rare and valuable? The answer lies in a combination of low survival rate, minting errors, and collector demand. Mint errors are not supposed to leave the facility, making genuine ones highly prized. Add to that the interest in Lincoln cents, one of the most collected coins in America, and you have a perfect storm for record-breaking prices. Let us talk numbers. A worn Circulated 2006 no mint Mark Lincoln penny with a minor error might fetch between $50 and $200. A lightly circulated example with a major error could bring in a few $1,000s. An uncirculated coin with significant mint errors could be valued at $10,000 to $50,000, and a certified flawless error specimen, well, that is where we see prices soar. Point 1. Extremely rare, top condition 2006 no mint Mark Lincoln penny recently sold at auction for an astonishing $867,000. That is life-changing money for a penny that might be hiding in an old jar or your junk drawer right now. So what does this mean for you? It means that treasure might be closer than you think. Take the time to check your loose change. Inspect any 2006 pennies carefully. You never know, you might be holding a coin that could help you retire early, take that dream vacation, or simply enjoy a well-earned windfall. Rare pennies, valuable coins, coin collecting tips. These are all keys to unlocking hidden fortunes that many people overlook every day. Thank you for spending time with me today. If you found this video helpful, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I will continue bringing you more exciting discoveries from the world of coin collecting and hidden treasures. Remember, the next time you get change at the store, take a second look. Your fortune might be hiding in the palm of your hand.
Hello, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Welcome back to the channel where we turn pocket change into life-changing money. 钱袋 today, we're diving deep into the world of the 1970 Lincoln 1 cent penny, a tiny coin with a massive secret. And believe it or not, one rare version of this penny has a market value of up to $1 million. Stay with me, because I'll show you exactly what to look for, how to check your coins, and how you might just have a retirement fund hiding in your old change jar. Imagine finding one small penny in your drawer that's worth more than a luxury home. 花园住宅, it's happened before, and it could happen to you. This isn't just a story, it's real history, and people are cashing in every year. But not all 1970 pennies are worth $1 million, only the rarest ones. I'm going to break down exactly how to spot the $1 million 1970 Lincoln cent. In 1970, America was buzzing. The Vietnam War, civil rights movements, the Beatles breaking up, and quietly, at the Denver Mint, a small mistake created a treasure. The D-mint mark shows that the penny was minted in Denver. Now, errors in minting like doubling, misprints, or wrong planchets sometimes slip through. And in this case, some 1970 pennies had serious, collectible errors. Here's what you need to look for. Invest in a simple 10x jeweler's loop. You can buy one for $10 and really inspect your old coins. A little patience can pay off in millions. Recently, a pristine example of a 1970 penny with a dramatic double-die error was sold through a private auction for $1 million. This was because of three factors. The buyer was a private collector who wanted a once-in-a-lifetime error coin. Imagine just one penny changing your life forever. If you think you might have a valuable coin, here's what you do next. Remember, treasure isn't just buried in the ground. Sometimes it's hiding right in your pocket, in that old coffee can, or in grandpa's drawer. The 1970 Lincoln penny is proof that small things can lead to big opportunities. So, check those coins carefully. $1 million moment could be waiting for you. 电影播映机, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss another chance to discover hidden riches. Until next time, happy hunting, and good luck finding your $1 million penny.